Alright. Wow. Okay, that was much better than I had thought it was initially going to be. 346. So for every pretty much one man that we lost, they lost, I think, four. Uh, give or take a few. So that's a pretty good ratio. Shove off. And let's jump right onto this. What do you have in there now? Oh, just a bunch of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna give Mr. Bond here the honor of attacking Flanders. And I'm just gonna auto calc this because that shouldn't really be too much of a problem. Yep, there we go. Huzzah! We've won. And I'll upgrade this farm because I've got the money to do it. Or perhaps I will fix this because I've got the money to do that. Alright, so Flanders is ours at long last. And it looks like the French, at least surrounding their capital. I'm not going to move up too much before I check this, but it looks like the French don't have too much. Maybe in the next turn I'll run a horse unit there and back again to check it. Although also, this army might just go up and camp in this fort on the next turn, because I don't think they can reach it quite yet. But yeah, just having that little fort outpost on the banks of the river, let's do that. Do that. Okay, so there's one territory. We've captured Flanders. Jake Bond has gained Corporal and Gold Braid. This is a trait that most of my generals get because of the large amount of infantry I place into my units. So he's picked up this trait for essentially commanding infantry a lot. So all of these infantry units that I do have are now slightly better, and seems to have a natural aptitude for that particular form of warfare. So hooray! Alright, I think that was all we're going to be able to do in this particular turn. I'm going to take and move these guys to rejoin their brethren over here. How much... What if I took you guys out? -3, okay. So I'll just leave you in there for a little while longer then, till the unrest goes down. And
what do you require of me?
Let's take you and move you back. Move you back into this region, because everywhere else seems to be pretty much Protestant. You Protestant, Michigan? Yes, 100% Protestant. Lovely. Alright. I think that's all that we can do here. Oh, look, the French have lost this little bit here, and the Dutch have taken it. Isn't that fun? Dutch, why don't you move up to Trinidad and Tobago there and take those out? That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Alright, so let's crack on here and see what happens with these French and Spanish forces. Oh, now they want Michigan. So they've gone, I think, from wanting Maine to the Iroquois territory to Michigan. You're just gradually moving west as I move west, aren't you? No, go away. Alright, Bristol, as you might have seen there, has had the French are blockading it. We are bankrupt. That's bad. Oh, because of that blockade. Wow. Okay. And then James Puckle, I think, was the gentleman in here. Yeah, he's passed away. So that's going to slow down research quite a bit, although it seems like we are almost on the brink of having picked that technology up. So we'll hopefully move through that. Cool, I suppose. So we are going to be losing money rather steadily if we don't get things taken care of. So I'm going to try to push the Germans out of this port. Take this fleet. Is this 5th rate?
Ready for action.
Alright. Game plan here is to sail this up and around. Try to break this particular blockade. Damn, I didn't realize how much that was going to put a wrench into things. So let's see, I'm going to move into this fort. Take it. And I wonder if it is more to my advantage to just go after Paris simply for income reasons and take it, and to take the region. Which would also give me sight lines on all of the French lands as well. Or not the French land, or the lands in France itself, not all of the French lands. For example, I won't be able to see what's happening in Savoy or in, I think they have one down here. Yeah, and Algiers. But we'll be able to see France, and that would also really, really ruin them and cripple them. So I think that's what I might actually do. Because this army should be strong enough to do it. We're going to have to deal with revolts and just general unhappiness for quite some time. But, you know, we'll get through that, I think. Because, yeah, look how much income that's producing. That's producing 10 grand in income. And rather a lot for the French crown. So, yeah. You know what, France? Sick and tired of you. So, we've got largely one line, 2, 3, 4, 5 line infantry, a bunch of horse, a bunch of mob, and a cannon. All right, let's bring France down. I'm rather keen to do that anyway. Away! Alright, I will set up and see you back after the interval. Alright, here we are. I've kind of taken a page out of, one, what I did in the last fort map that I had to capture, and 2, out of what the Spanish just got done doing to me. And I'm going to force them to defend a couple of different points of their line at the same time. We'll have one small group over here on the place where the center part where we started, firing in on this turret and on this section of wall, hoping to push through a breach there. And then also we're going to go for a breach breaking this turret, breach, and breach on this point. So we're going to have 3 points of ingress that are on the ground. And perhaps, if necessary, we will run some troops around to one side or the other to capture a gate or 2. So hopefully this goes well. We've got... Oops, didn't sort the general out. General, you want you right there. Lovely. So again, we've got 2 major points of attack on this map. Let's see how well or unwell this goes. Alright. So it looks like they've... Actually, are you within cannon range? Outright? Yeah, go ahead and fire on me. Nothing I can really do about that anyway. Um, this will tell me if I need to move up or not. Looks like I do just... Oh, nope, never mind. Good, so I can just deploy you. Yeah. That was a lucky cannon shot. So we're gonna cripple this, put a hole there, put a hole there. I want you firing on that. But that is... Oh no, that's in your range. Good. We just get a shot come through. Yeah, we got a line that came through there. And I'll ramp this up. It's not exactly exciting watching my men get shot at, and also me shelling the walls of a fort, I don't think. They're holding, though. To give them credit for that. Okay, we brought that down. Now bring this down. How's this going? 76% damage. 90 and... Oh, hello. Conducting a sortie. Or they're just moving guys around. Are they just defending it? Why would you defend it on the outside? It makes no sense at all. Alright, I want you... Oops. There we go. I'm surprised. The computer's behaving intelligently. They're moving their men off the walls. Please fire on them. Because they're outside the protection of the walls. Come on, shoot. Yeah, fine. Go back to shooting at that. And how are we over here? 4%. Let's ramp up the speed again. I am again largely unclear as to what the computer is trying to do. Oh, look, the Spanishman. Spaniard has come to assist the French in this endeavor. Isn't that nice of him? Oop, too fast. There we go. 18 and... Alright, so they've got... What do they got in here? Line, firelock armed, firelock, a bunch of horse. So it looks like they've actually are trying to deploy intelligently. Just bothersome. AI incompetence makes this game slightly easier. Although I suppose that's just essentially fake difficulty, not proper difficulty at the end of the day. So, you know, I suppose I can deal with having to actually fight a bunch of men. Alright, you pack up. We're gonna move you to... Where are you right now? I'm gonna move you to just about... What? There we go. Move you up to right about there. And also move the column up like that. How's this wall doing? Keep slamming away, boys. So that is effectively outside of our range, which is probably why it's doing less damage. Also, these cannons are not nearly as... not firing as nearly as big of projectiles as the fixed cannons, the demi cannons that we were using at the start of the campaign. The advantage of these is they're smaller but more mobile. And as we continue to improve technology, we will get access to better cannon. Alright. Switch, or not switch, deploy. That's the word I want. And let's see if we can't shell those guys a little bit. Kick it up speed-wise again. I'm sorry if this is not horribly entertaining, but I do want to try to fight this intelligently. Again, redeem myself from some of the blunders that I've made in previous battles up until this point. Is the game chugging again? I think the game's... Oh, nope, there it goes. Alright. Start firing on the walls. Oh, they're hitting the walls at the same time. Brilliant. I think we got that other wall down finally. Yep. There's no way you're going to be able to hit over there, so we're not even going to bother. Come on, take down the damn thing. It's going rather a lot slower than I expected it to. Come on. 83%, there it goes. It's riding up. Horsemen coming out of the fort. It's interesting. And there it goes. Okay, so let's kick it back down to normal speed. You guys, I want firing onto this. I'm gonna take these guys and shift them this way so that they're not in danger of being hit by our own cannon fire. So we're just gonna run them to the side for a moment. And once these guys get deployed, I'm just going to march them straight forward. And then march these guys, so we're going to clump them here, and then after that we're going to take the back four of the 1st Brigade here and shift them off to this side and have them move in around that way. So hopefully that is a plan that will work. So you lot move like that. And I want you lot to move forward like that. That means my cannon can still keep firing in this area and taking out a couple of horsemen and firelock citizens and so on. So that's fun. Kick it up again. I do want to be able to watch my men moving, so that in case anything happens, I can address the matter. done a good job of plugging up the holes, though. I'm rather impressed. Again, well, as you saw in the last bit, the last time I got into a fight like this, it wasn't it wasn't as intelligent of a combat strategy that the computer seemed to be employing. Come on, game, chug, chug. I might edit this bit as well, like I did with the last time we had a fort fight. This might be slightly edited, so I'm just going to apologize for it now, and if I don't, if it doesn't happen, no one cares, it won't bother you at all. If it does, I apologize for slight edits in this, just to kind of speed the game process up. We're going over here. I'm still doing some damage, that's nice. Okay, let's kick it back down to normal time. And actually into slow. Take you. You lot. Oops. Nope, still want you. Okay. You guys, once you get into position, now group 3, and your group is going to pull off and move over there, so hopefully we've not telegraphed our intentions too badly. We get to fire into the flank of these guys. Oh, not in the flank, into their... Why are they facing that way? Okay, I immediately rescind everything I said regarding the computer having deployed intelligently. With the exception of this mess that we are going to have to fight through. Those seem to be mostly just citizens, though again, half of them are facing the wrong bloody way. Okay, I rescind my compliments to the computer about how they deployed. They've deployed like morons. Okay, quick. Third group, move. Cannon, I need you to cease fire. Yeah, I'll take these horse and bring them up too, just in case we find a use for them. These guys, though, are effectively stranded on the top of the thing, because there's no way for them to get down. Because the stairs on both sides are destroyed. Unless... I think unless grappling hooks are deployed, they're stuck up there. There's no way that that is going to help them, or that unit is going to help them. Yep, put them into a box, that's going to help you. Okay. Alright, you lads. Fight the good fight. Seems like they're mostly fighting mob infantry there, so that shouldn't be too much of a trouble. Bring you guys in. This side. I'm actually gonna have you guys climb the walls over there where it's undefended. Hey, cool, we've gotten their captain. Grenadiers, move forward. Grenadiers, move forward. You stupid people. Switch to grenades. Let's watch this. Throw! Clear this mess out. Oh, I enjoy that far too much that I feel slightly sadistic. Okay, so it looks like they're pushing back to push this other unit out, I guess because they got to the walls first, therefore they're more of a threat. I don't know what moon logic the game is using. But it does mean that these guys can now pretty much march in unopposed, which I'm really okay with. If that side gets tied up so these guys can flood in, that is a situation that I can deal with. Throw grenades! Oh no, they're just gonna push and fight on each other. And they're gonna push and fight on each other on this side, which means 3rd Battalion, or 3rd Brigade, or whatever, gets to, just get in there and do its own thing. Oh god, they've left it undefended. They have done literally the stupidest possible thing they could do to their flag. Run. Looks like they got tacks around it. I suppose those are like the little guard posts or something. Looks like they've surrounded it with floor tacks. Let's bring the general up just to encourage the troops. I want you to... Actually, General, I want you to stay right where you are. And I want you to run away. I want you guys to shoot at these guys. Alright, let's speed this up. So there you go, outmaneuvering. I finally knew I'd find a time when it would be more advantageous to split my troops up, and lo and behold, there it is. So, with actually minimal casualties on both sides, because I'm an honorable general, yeah, sure, we will take the fort without too much of a problem. So, well, no, not necessarily, I suppose, too much of a problem. There is a lot of casualties going on in the front lines. But, here's the end of it. End battle. Heroic victory! Huzzah! I would agree with that assessment game. I did very well in that. Thank you very much. Okay, 496 men lost. So that was... It's about a third of the troops that were deployed there. But we now have France in our power, which means we're not bankrupt anymore. Hooray! Although it also does mean that, yeah, this is the problem that we're going to run into now, is that of a lot of really cross people, because we're going to have to stack a bunch of troops in here. We're going to have to get the palace back up and running again. We're going to have to get the Royal Observatory back up and running again. We want to repair the troops. So we've got a lot that we have to do, and exactly no money with which to do it. But we will soldier on and do the best that we can. What this is going to end up meaning is that because the upper classes, and even if I exempt them from tax, they're still going to be ridiculously annoyed, so I'm not even going to bother exempting them from taxation. The problem that we're going to run into is rebellions springing up all around the territories in the country. I am going to, however, burn down all these seminaries, because they are promoting Catholicism, and I can't have that in my lands. For I am the great Protestant King of Britain. Okay. It doesn't look like, though, doesn't look like really France has that much left in the ways of an actual army. I have some troops down there. They might have some troops over here in Africa, though not that I'm going to be able to tell that anytime soon. Spain seems to not have that many either. Some here hiding in the Pyrenees. So yeah. There are certainly worse ways that this could have gone, but so we finally moved into France. Now, normally that's something I pursue right at the start of the game, but the troubles in America have had forced my hand otherwise. But we do have France under our thumb now, and I think on that bombshell is where we will end this particular part. So we've taken two major settlements, oddly enough in Europe this time. We've not done so much fighting in the Americas as most of our combat has been. So we've got France, we've got Flanders. This army over here is still working to group up and repair itself and heal after the conflict with the Huron. Move you guys over. And yeah, so over here, this is our next major theater of war, because this is going to be largely spent enforcing the law and authority in that aspect. So thank you very much for watching. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, always do feel free to post those, and I will get back to you as soon as I am able. And on that note, thanks for watching, and have a lovely day.